March 17, 2018. Westfield, New Jersey. A stormy night, just before 3 a.m. A woman runs barefoot through the rain, screaming. Her clothes are torn. Her lip is bleeding. In her hand, she clutches a flash drive. Her name is Erin Delaney, 26 years old. Lives alone. She tells the police someone was in her house, watching her, waiting. They search the home. No forced entry. No fingerprints. No broken locks. Just a terrified woman and a flash drive she swears she didn't put in her mailbox. They think she's overreacting, emotional, possibly having a breakdown. She had already called them 3 times in the past month. Reports of strange noises. Things moved around her house. An open window she swore she closed. Each time they chalked it up to stress, or loneliness, or imagination. But this time something is different. That flash drive contains 11 video files. The officers plug it into a department laptop. They sit in silence. The first video is grainy. A bedroom, clearly Erin's. She's asleep, but she's not alone. In the top left corner of the frame, partially obscured by shadows, is a man, standing, completely still, facing her, watching her for 27 minutes. In another video, he crouches behind her dresser, doesn't move, doesn't flinch. Erin never wakes up. She never knew he was there. A timestamp confirms it, March 4th, the night she called in the first report, the one they ignored. Facial recognition confirms the man's identity within hours. Dylan Mercer, 28 years old, IT technician, no criminal record, lives 12 miles away. Erin has never seen him before. She has no idea how he got in. No idea how long he's been watching her. No idea what he wants. When police raid Mercer's apartment 2 days later, what they find stuns them. A collection of 47 labeled flash drives, each with a woman's name. One of them, Erin. Another one belongs to a woman who went missing in 2016. They find a hidden camera disguised as a smoke detector. A box filled with women's clothing. A printed photograph of Erin sleeping. Someone has written across it in black marker, "Soon." Mercer is arrested on the spot, charged with stalking, breaking, and entering unlawful surveillance. But at his trial, something strange happens. Mercer claims the videos are fake, digitally altered. He says he never met Erin, says someone is framing him. No one believes him until October 8th. On the 7th day of trial, Mercer vanishes from a locked holding cell. There's no security footage, no sign of forced escape. His orange jumpsuit is found folded neatly on the bed. The guard swears he checked the cell at 2 a.m. 2:15, Mercer is gone. Just gone. The FBI is called in. The prison is searched top to bottom. No clues, no leads, no Dylan Mercer. Then, a leaked memo from the police department appears online, dated 3 months before the trial. It mentions a second flash drive, one no one ever saw. This drive was mailed anonymously to the department in July 2019. Contains a single video, a stationary camera. A man, believed to be Mercer, sits in a chair, crying. At exactly 3:24 a.m., a voice off-screen says, "Do you see her now?" Mercer begins to sob uncontrollably. His face contorts. Then, the video cuts to black. The footage was never entered into evidence. It vanished, just like Mercer, just like the others. Erin Delaney moved out of state shortly after the trial. She hasn't spoken to anyone publicly since. But in a rare conversation with her sister, one chilling line was shared. "He wasn't watching me," Erin said. "He was watching what was behind me." Before leaving the country, Erin left a sealed envelope with her lawyer. Written across it were 5 words, "To be opened if he returns." 2 weeks ago, that lawyer's office was broken into. Nothing was taken, except the envelope. The police didn't believe her. Not at first. But then, they saw the video. And now, everything they thought they knew is falling apart. 3 months after Dylan Mercer vanished from a locked holding cell, the case has gone cold. No sightings, no leads, just silence. Until November 12, 2020. A man walks into the Durham Police Department in North Carolina. Says his name is Jeremy Cross. 41 years old. Former Army surveillance specialist. He's holding a sealed manila envelope. Inside, a printed photo. It shows a man kneeling, hands bound, gagged. It's Mercer. The image is time-stamped. October 31st, 12 days ago. Behind him is something strange. Not a wall, not a room. Something that looks like fog. Thick, swirling, alive. Jeremy won't say where the photo came from. Won't say how he got it. Only that they wanted someone to know Mercer is still alive. But not free. Not anymore. Detectives ask who they are. Jeremy says nothing. Just laughs. Repeats one word. Watchers. That same week, Erin Delaney's former landlord receives a certified letter. No return address. Inside is a single USB stick. No note. No fingerprints. On it, one audio file. 39 seconds long. It's Erin's voice. Whispering. Panicked. He's not gone. He's watching again. But not from here. A low hum builds behind her words. Then, a second voice cuts in. It sounds like Dylan Mercer. But distorted. Broken. She sees what you can't. It says. The file ends with what sounds like static. But when slowed down, it's not noise. It's breathing. The FBI reopens the case. Brings in specialists. Digital forensics, behavioral analysis, military intelligence. They begin reanalyzing Mercer's flash drives. That's when they discover something missed the first time. Each video, when processed through audio spectrogram, reveals hidden tones, patterns, Morse code embedded in background hiss. When translated, the messages form a chilling sequence. Not alone, still watching, behind her, don't turn around. One flash drive, labeled KS, leads to a major break. It matches the initials of Kara Stillwell, reported missing in 2016. Her case was never solved. Her parents identify her in one of Mercer's videos. She's reading in bed. She looks up, smiles, speaks to someone not visible in frame. Her words are clear. You came back. Investigators believe Mercer wasn't the only one watching. He was being watched too. Then, on February 3, 2021, a construction crew demolishing a building outside Princeton, New Jersey uncovers a false wall. Behind it, a room. Small. Soundproofed. Inside are 5 television monitors. All connected to hardwired cameras. All pointed at different bedrooms. One of them belongs to Erin Delaney. The feed is still live. But here's the problem. Erin hasn't lived there in almost 2 years. The house has been empty since she moved. Yet, someone's in the footage. A woman, wearing Erin's clothes, sleeping in Erin's bed. But when police respond, the house is empty. No sign of forced entry. No sign anyone's been there. Except a fresh mug of coffee on the counter. And a sticky note, handwritten. It says, "She fits better." Lab tests confirm the handwriting matches Dylan Mercer. But the ink? It's printed with a chemical compound not commercially available. The only known source? A now-defunct Department of Defense contractor. Shut down in 1998. Later that month, a former corrections officer comes forward. Says he worked Mercer's wing the night of his disappearance. Claims there was no way Mercer escaped without help. Says he saw someone else in the hall. A woman in civilian clothes, holding an ID badge with no name. She walked past 5 security checkpoints without being stopped. Her face never appeared on camera. The officer describes her eyes as gray and wrong. His official report was deleted before being submitted. No record remains. March 2021. A team of investigators trace Mercer's digital footprint to a hidden server cluster in upstate New York. Inside the encrypted files, they find something disturbing. A list of names. Dozens of them. Most are missing persons, but 4 are confirmed dead. All died under strange circumstances. All believed to be natural causes. Until now, they share something else in common. Each filed police reports for being stalked, and each described the same thing in their statements. A man standing in the corner who never blinked. The deeper the investigation goes, the weirder it gets. Surveillance footage goes missing. Witnesses recant statements. One detective, David Neely, checks into a psychiatric facility. Claims he's being watched through reflections. Says Mercer is just a conduit. That something older is behind all of it. You don't find him, Neely says. He lets you see just enough before you vanish. By May, Mercer has become more than a missing person. He's an anomaly, a symbol, a question with no answer. The Bureau creates a restricted file. Codename, Black Veil. Access granted only to 5 agents. One of them, Special Agent Miriam Lowe. Within weeks of taking the case, Lowe goes silent, misses 2 scheduled check-ins. Then, on June 11th, a package arrives at the Newark field office. Inside, a camera. The last footage on it is dated 2 days earlier. It shows Lowe in a dark room. No windows, no doors. She's holding a piece of paper. Her face pale, her voice flat. She says one sentence. I finally saw what he saw. Then the camera cuts to black. Her badge was found in an alley 3 blocks away. Bent, burned, still warm. No further contact has been made. And Dylan Mercer? Still missing. They didn't believe Erin. Not until the video. And now, they're starting to believe her second warning. Because if Mercer was just the beginning, if he really wasn't alone, then someone else is still watching. And they've just started recording again. The video of Agent Miriam Lowe is authenticated. No edits. No manipulation. The timestamp is accurate. And yet, the room she's in doesn't exist. Floor plans from the Newark Bureau confirm. There is no subbasement. No black-walled chamber. No matching location in any federal building. But the camera was real. And the footage? Too precise to fake. June 14, 2021. The Bureau initiates a full internal inquiry. They call it a breach of national security. Files tied to the Mercer case are locked. Agents reassigned. But one slips through the cracks. Agent Darius Colton. He'd been working quietly with Lowe, building a digital map of Mercer's activity. He kept copies. Unofficial. Hidden. And what he shows next changes everything. Using triangulated server data, Colton overlays Mercer's known movements with missing persons reports from 2012 to 2020. What he finds is staggering. Every city Mercer visited, within 72 hours, someone vanished. Not always the same profile. Not always the same method. But one constant. Each victim had filed a complaint about being watched. Not harassed. Not followed. Just observed. Silently. Patiently. Until they disappeared. Colton identifies 19 total victims. One of them, Kara Stillwell. Another, a woman named Rachel Thorne, vanished in 2018 after telling her therapist she could hear the lights watching her. Her last call? To her sister. She whispered, "He's in the mirror." The call lasted 8 seconds. Meanwhile, new footage is leaked anonymously to an independent crime journalist. It's CCTV from a pawn shop in Baltimore. Date: February 2021. Mercer walks in, disoriented, thin, wearing a coat 2 sizes too large. He places something on the counter, a silver locket, says nothing, pays in cash, leaves. The locket belonged to Erin Delaney. This forces a re-examination of the original arrest. When Mercer was taken in, no personal belongings were listed. No locket, no jewelry, no ID. And yet, he had Erin's most personal item. Something she lost in 2019. At a rest stop off Route 66, she filed a police report. Said it vanished from her glove compartment. She was alone the entire trip. Or so she thought. July 2021. Colton tracks the pawn shop item number to a private collector. The locket is recovered. Inside is a photo. But it's not Erin. It's someone else. A child. Unidentified. And on the back of the photo, a single word, etched with a needle. Before. Before what? Colton digs deeper. starts cross-referencing other cold cases. He finds a girl matching the photo. Name, Lila Monroe. Missing since 2002. She would have been 6 when she disappeared. Never found. No connection to Mercer. Except for this, her mother, Patricia Monroe, was institutionalized in 2004. Claimed her daughter didn't vanish. Claimed she was taken into the static. That same phrase appears in Mercer's journal entries. Unpublished. Unreleased. Only seen by forensic psych team. Colton wasn't supposed to have access. But he does. One entry reads, "She hears them. Through the lights. In the wires. When the world's asleep, they pull the quiet ones back. They watch her watching." August 2021. Erin Delaney reappears. Unannounced. She walks into a New Hampshire diner. Looks the same. Speaks the same. Orders coffee. The waitress recognizes her from news stories. Calls the police. But when officers arrive, she's gone. Surveillance shows her standing. Smiling. Then flickering. Frame by frame analysis confirms it. She doesn't walk out. She blinks out. In 4 frames. Gone. The footage is sent to the FBI. And scrubbed within hours. Colton is detained. His house raided. All backups seized. But one file is missed. An upload to a private cloud. Titled, Reflection under Final. It's not a video. It's a data stream. Encoded images. When decrypted, it reveals a diagram. A grid. Names. Symbols. Timestamps. All leading to a specific date. November 23, 2022. That date hasn't happened yet. A new investigator enters the case. A civilian specialist named Adrienne Park. She used to work with the NSA studying anomalous data clusters. Now freelance. She reviews Colton's diagram. Says it's not random. It's predictive. Like a pulse. Like something is coming. And on the grid, at the center, one final name, Erin Delaney. But there's a twist. Erin's birth certificate doesn't exist. Her name only appears after 2004. Her earliest school enrollment, grade 9. Her medical records begin that same year. Before that, nothing. No social. No census match. No trace of her parents. Except for a photograph. One that Colton kept hidden in his car. It shows a young girl. Dark hair. Intelligent eyes. Wearing a soft beige sweater. Standing beside a mirror. The reflection, it doesn't match her pose. And in the corner of the frame is Dylan Mercer. Back turned. Looking into the mirror. And smiling. Who was Erin Delaney? Was she a victim? Or something else entirely? And if she was never really gone, then maybe Mercer wasn't either.